Welcome back to The Mindset. Today, I want to take you on a bit of a different journey, into a question we don't talk about much. Who is God? Why are we here? And what if God doesn't exist at all? I'm not here to give you the ultimate answer, but maybe this conversation will help open some new doors in your mind. Why are we here? What's the point of all this? Since childhood, we've been told that God exists. He's watching over us, and everything is part of His plan. But as we grow older, reality makes us question these beliefs. If God exists, then why is life filled with suffering? Why do some people live in poverty, while others are born into privilege? Why are innocent children born with terrible diseases? Why do wars never end? Is life just about survival or not? Let's be honest, most of what we've been taught is about survival. We grow up being told to work hard, get a good education, land a job, and eventually retire. But is that really all there is? Maybe life is just about survival. Maybe we're just creatures that evolve to adapt and live as long as we can. All these goals and values we cling to, love, purpose, success, might be illusions we've created to make life seem more meaningful. Is morality just a social construct or not? As kids, we were taught that morality is absolute. Don't lie, don't steal, always be kind. But as we grow up and see different parts of the world, we realize that moral rules change from one culture to another. In some places, lying is a serious crime. In others, it's seen as a clever skill, a way to survive. So, is there really such a thing as absolute truth? Or are all these rules just tools societies created to keep people in line? Morality isn't absolute. It's relative. It shifts with culture and time. Is God just a human creation or not? Here's a sensitive question. Could God be a product of our imagination? Throughout history, humans have always used God to explain the unknown. When earthquakes struck, they said, God is angry. When a person got sick, they said, God is punishing them. But as science advanced, we started understanding these events. Now, we know about tectonic plates and viruses. So, was God just a way for humans to fill the gaps in their knowledge? Every time we didn't have an answer, we said, it must be God. And as science filled those gaps, God's role seemed to shrink. Maybe God is simply an ancient concept humans created to explain things they couldn't understand. Why did God create imperfect beings like us? Let's talk about the flaws in creation. What about children born with severe illnesses? What did they do to deserve that? If God is all-powerful, why didn't He create us without such suffering? The reality is, there is no grand design. These flaws aren't part of some divine plan. They're just the randomness of nature. Nature doesn't care about fairness or justice. It's indifferent. We are simply products of an imperfect world. Religious conflicts and contradictions. Another thing that always made me question is the endless conflicts between different religions. If there is one God who loves us all, then why are there so many wars in His name? Why doesn't God step in and stop the violence? Because these conflicts aren't about God. They're about human greed and ambition. God isn't stepping in because there's no one to step in. It's all in our hands. Why doesn't God reveal Himself? And here's the biggest question. Why doesn't God just reveal himself? Why leave us in doubt and uncertainty? Maybe it's because there is no God to reveal himself. What we interpret as divine signs might just be random events or tricks of the mind. If God were real, wouldn't he make his existence so obvious that no one could deny it? I'm not here to give you answers. I'm still searching for them myself. But what I've come to believe is that maybe everything we think we know about God is just a story we have created to cope with the randomness of life. What do you think? Is God real? Is there a purpose behind all the pain and suffering? Or is everything we believe just an illusion we've created to feel safe? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think.